Good afternoon, everybody. The Proud Chancellor and Chair of USP Council, I don't think he's here, Mr. Thompson, Vice Chancellor and President, Professor Rajesh Chatandra, Your Excellencies, your government dignitaries, senior staff of the university, members of the senior management team, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, this afternoon, thank you very much for the invitation to be here. It's quite a big change coming up here, especially since the last hall I stayed in was the 7th hall, many years ago. It's a really big change. I first would like to thank USP for this development and to congratulate you. Congratulate you on the leadership of Professor Chandra and everybody that's involved for coming up with this magnificent facility. I think I've been seeing this facility every time we have an engagement up at the High Commissioner's residence. So I'm glad that I'm the one that ended up coming to be part of the officiating of the occasion. So just like to say that this is great for us in Fiji, and it's great for education in the Pacific, and for the Fiji government in particular. Education is always going to be something that's at the top of our priority list. And I think that has been seen by the statements that the Honorable Prime Minister has stated. In a number of his statements, we have stated that education is the tool that will take us out of poverty. That's a belief that we have in the government, and we know that is something that all of us share. Here at USP, together with other universities that we are developing the workforce of tomorrow, which is important for me, from my perspective as Minister responsible for employment. This year, the Fijian government will achieve 8 years of consecutive economic growth. And we project by the year 2019 that we will have had a decade of consecutive economic growth. This is unprecedented in Fiji's post-independence history. That growth forms the backbone to build employment in Fiji. Youth unemployment is an area of particular concern, not only to us in Fiji, but everywhere in the world. But I am a firm believer that a well-educated society is a key to addressing the issue of unemployment. We want all of our employees, our graduates, to get employed. That means they have to have the right skills and the competency skill sets that employers want. And we know this is something that USP is looking at. That is absolutely critical. Ensuring that we produce the right kind of graduates who meet employment market demands. We also want from government more of our graduates themselves to become creators of employment, to become job creators. We'd like to see more of our graduates become entrepreneurs so that they can create jobs for others. And the Fijian government has got a strong focus on this. We will continue to focus on assisting and developing entrepreneurs at all levels. The government has committed in the new financial year a one-off startup allowance to degree graduates with an income of less than 30,000, and we have registered with the National Employment Center to be able to prepare for job interviews and buy appropriate equipment. There is increased assistance to micro, small, and medium enterprises, and under the Youth Entrepreneurship Scheme, youths are being provided grants to become job creators. Added to these incentives are other benefits that the government is providing for our school children, such as education, medicine, electricity, and so forth. But for the 2017-2018 national budget, the Fijian government has committed a total of 964.5 million, or 22% of the total budget towards the provision of education. This is an investment in creating a knowledge-based society and ensuring that every young person has the opportunity to access education at all levels, including higher education. A commitment is even the increased total funding of the national budget for the tertiary education loan scheme, the national topper scheme, and other scholarships from 115.4 million to 196 million, with several new initiatives for tertiary students under the TELS program. TELS now provides full financial assistance, including living expenses, to tertiary students in Fiji. Students no longer have to struggle financially to find a suitable place to stay. In terms of assistance to USP, the Fijian government is committed in the national budget an operating grant of 30.7 million to USP. USP has made good use with past investments pumped into the institution, and today we will witness one of the many milestone achievements with the provision of this new student accommodation facility that will cater for the needs not only of local students, but also for our regional students who come from all over the Pacific. The government of Fiji applauds USP. in its efforts for ensuring that students have safe and secure accommodation in the pursuit for higher learning. We also appreciate that regional students from other member countries of USP will benefit from this facility. There are a lot of factors that impact on student success rates, and I believe a good, safe, quality, and clean place to live with adequate educational facilities is very important. I am delighted to see that USP has made provisions for student accommodation as one of its key strategic objectives. 4 years ago, as Professor Chandra mentioned, we built the 10th hall, and today we are here to witness the opening of the 11th hall. I understand that the work has started for the 12th hall, a Fiji $20 million 42-bed project. And once again, I'd like to congratulate the university for this and the president for his leadership in making this happen. I understand that the new student halls have been built with USP funding through a loan from the Fiji National Provident Fund. It shows how effectively USP is being managed financially to generate internal funds and have the confidence to borrow money for capital development. I'm happy to note that the university continues to improve its accommodation standards. I think this place is a far, far better cry. When I first came to USP, I stayed at Fed Hall, which is no longer hall now. And looking at these facilities, I think it's a huge, huge difference from Fed Hall. That was back in 1980 when we came here for foundation. When a first-year student arrives at university, the first thing the student wants to see is the place where he or she will stay. I can only imagine the smiles this new accommodation will bring to the students' faces. I understand that the new student accommodation includes hot showers. Hot showers! Unimaginable hot showers. Hot shower facilities, ample bathrooms, toilets, washing machines, kitchen area and cooking facilities, electric hot plates, refrigerator, toaster, electric jug, microwave. Wow, this is like a 5-star hotel. Dining tables, chairs, couches, TV, wireless facilities. Absolutely fantastic. Apartments also have generous common spaces for group work and learning, and I believe the recreational facilities will soon be made available in and around these facilities. The rooms are fully furnished and includes blankets and pillows. I hope you don't have the problem that we have in hospitals where those things begin to develop rates. That's not a hint. Ladies and gentlemen, USP continues to contribute to education and employability in Fiji, and the region has been, and its contribution has been enormous. A lot of us, including me, have benefited from this leading educational institute of the Pacific that continues to provide the best to students from Fiji and the region and beyond. As I said, as a former student of USP myself, I carry very fond memories of my days here. And it brings me a lot of pride as a former student to see the fact that the university has grown in leaps and bounds. You know, whenever we have regional meetings, whether I'm in New York or in Geneva, and we meet people from around the Pacific, there's always 1 or 2 or 3 faces from Solomon Islands or Vanuatu or Samoa that we spend some time here. I think that is absolutely one fantastic thing about USP. A lot of the people that you meet, whether they're politicians or prime ministers or permanent secretaries, a lot of them were the people that we spend time here in the campus. As we go around the world on government business, we always meet our counterparts from the Pacific, our Pacific Island members, many of whom we studied with and live together on this campus. And our ability to work together on global and regional issues is always enhanced by the fact that many of us studied here and lived here on campus and got to know each other. Living together at this campus was a great driver of regionalism and regional collaboration. So I'm hoping that as we develop this facility, I know nowadays more and more of our regional students are coming, but more of our locals tend to live outside. I'm hoping that as a result of this, our locals too can come here, so we can strengthen those bonds, that knowledge of knowing each other. So when you sit around a table somewhere in Geneva or something, and when you think about issues from the Pacific, it's easier for people to group together. So I hope, that's my hope, that more people from Fiji will come and stay at this campus, so that we can continue to strengthen those bonds. Ladies and gentlemen, with those few words, and vividly fond memories, I have much pleasure in declaring. Am I supposed to cut something or do I declare it? Oh. Well, I'll declare it here and declare it here again. I declare the 11th hall officially open. And who believed that I would one day come and open one hall of meetings here at USP?